Two different weekend festivals saw their nights end with police lights shining brighter than any fair lights. In Lake County's St. Gabriel Festival, police say unruly crowds of teens forced an early end. And in Summit County, the crowd at the Macedonia Summerfest heard gunshots. In both cases, arrests have been made. So we bring in News 5's Clay Lepard to talk about what's becoming a growing problem at these kinds of events.
We're talking about the violence outside the St. Clair Festival in Lyndhurst. Now, let's start in Macedonia, where police confirmed to News 5 that one person was arrested. However, it's not clear if that person was the one who fired shots at the festival. So there's a lot more left to learn in this case. Hiding behind the pillars at the rec center. That's what Luan Flores and her family had to do after the boom of fireworks turned to gunshots in Macedonia Saturday night.
You could distinctly tell the difference between a gunshot and those fireworks.
With her 3 kids and a 1-year-old she was babysitting, they all turned out for the city's annual Summerfest, a chance to take in some rides, grab some food, and soak up the summer. But when the fireworks ended that night, Flores saw the crowd coming her way.
Before the shots, there were people starting to run in the direction. I thought, what's going on? This is crazy.
Police say no one was hurt, and for Flores, she credits her kids' classroom shooter training for preparing them for how to react and move to a safe spot quickly.
We're living in a new time, unfortunately, and so we all have to kind of keep our eyes and ears open.
And again, lots of unanswered questions in this case, which we're told is still very much ongoing. The mayor tells us that going forward, things will look different at Summerfest next year. Rob?
My goodness. Okay, so while officers in Macedonia were handling all of that, something similar in Lake County, where do we stand with that?
Rob, deputies in Lake County say every single person they cited, arrested, or even identified did not come from Lake County. They say all the problems came from teenagers coming in from Cuyahoga County. A day later, and things look different at the St. Gabriel Parish Festival in Concord Township. Shut down rides sat in the parking lot, while squad cars were sprinkled throughout the fair. It comes after deputies say an unruly crowd of out-of-town teenagers forced deputies to shut down the fair early on Saturday.
There were a number of large fights.
After the event, deputies say it took 3 hours for those kids to disperse after congregating at nearby businesses. Now, deputies say they're looking at suggesting these kinds of festivals possibly remove carnival rides, maybe even require a parent or guardian present.
It's our priority to make sure that good, honest people can come and have a good time and enjoy these events. We don't want to get into a situation where we are reluctant to take part in these types of events.
Last week, after what happened at the St. Clair Festival in Lyndhurst, we asked the Diocese of Cleveland if this meant any changes were coming to these kinds of festivals. We checked back in with them today, and they reiterated that individual parishes will determine what makes sense from a fundraising and safety perspective going forward.
Still a lot of questions to answer, though, Clay. Thank you very much.